Hello and welcome to this video on the Darwin Awards. If you are not familiar with the Darwin Awards, then you have been missing out on one of the long-running jokes. Others may know of the award from discussions around anti-vaxxers. Others may have seen the 2006 adventure comedy film of the same name. The Darwin Awards are an honor begun in 1985. It is given to those who select themselves out of the gene pool by dying during an act of stupidity. The official Darwin Awards website, run by Northcutt, confirms, or at least attempts to confirm, all the stories submitted, and will list them as confirmed true by Darwin if they have found supporting evidence. It began as an online discussion board topic in 1985. Some of the early posts describe it as given posthumously to people who have made the supreme sacrifice to keep their genes out of our pool. Style counts, and not everyone who dies from their own stupidity can win. The Darwin Awards commemorate those individuals who sacrifice their own lives and, eliminating themselves in a truly extraordinary manner, improve our species of long-term survival by not procreating. The awards gained an independent life in 1993 when the current form began. Wendy Northcutt was a science graduate who in her spare time collected, organized, and posted the original Darwin Awards list to her website. In 2002, this was published as a book. The website recognizes individuals who have survived with their reproductive capacity intact. They are given an honorable mention as they do not qualify for a true Darwin Awards. The process for this comes from Darwin's original proposal that even humans undergo evolution. There are 3 requirements for this to occur. The first requirement for evolution is that a species must show diversity. Second, that there must be a selective pressure working on a given trait. And third, the trait must be heritable. To quote the website, the stories on this website, which range from the sublimely ironic to the pathetically stupid, display examples of trial and fatal error that vividly illustrate evolution in all its selective glory. The honorable mentions exist because the Darwin Awards operate with a set of 5 defined rules. These include the following. Nominees must be dead or rendered sterile. Originally, the Darwin Awards book applied the following simple measure of sterile. It's called the deserted island test. If the person was unable to reproduce when stranded on a deserted island with a fertile member of the opposite sex, he or she is considered sterile. The next rule is it must be an astoundingly stupid judgment. The nominee's foolishness must be unique and sensational, because the award is intended to be a funny listing. The next rule is that it must be the cause of the person's own demise. For example, a stupid prank in which you inadvertently kill another is not going to find its way onto the Darwin Awards, whereas setting up a stupid prank that would have been fatal to a friend, but you instead trip it yourself, would qualify. The next rule is that the individuals nominated must be capable of sound judgment. The idea is for this to be funny, and the unfortunate and untimely death of a handicapped or young person is not funny. As a general rule, the person must be of legal driving age and mentally sound.
My head hurts.
That's your brain trying to comprehend its own stupidity.
The final rule is that an event must be verified. There must be some sort of documentation from a reliable source. Unfortunately, not all entries are verifiable, and as such, the website will list those that are considered less reliable. Here's an example of a story called High on Life. On the 3rd of June 2006 in Florida, 2 candidates have thrown themselves into the running for a Darwin Award. The feet of Jason and Sarah, who were 21, were found protruding from a huge deflated helium advertising balloon. They were both college students, but their education had ignored the importance of breathing oxygen. The female was mischievous according to their family, and the pair had pulled down the 8-foot balloon and climbed inside to breathe helium. Their last words consisted of high-pitched, incoherent giggling as they passed out and died. The sheriff's deputies said the 2 were not victims of foul play. They had climbed into the balloon of their own choosing, without drugs or alcohol in their system. This has been a successful Darwin Award nominee because they were both theoretically educated, knowledgeable, and of sound enough mind to know that climbing into an environment without any air in it would have likely been to their detriment. The website itself has not been without controversy. Survivors, relatives, and the community of those who have been listed have objected to the website. This has been countered by describing the stories as cautionary tales, rather than solely comedy. The Darwin Awards are an interesting take on examining human stupidity. It's also an interesting application of evolution and biology. As it stands, the awards are released on an ongoing basis every year. The Darwin Awards are an ongoing explanation and example of why we need obvious signs and warnings, like that on packaging that tells you it is not a toy for children. Thank you for watching this video. If you have found it entertaining, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please post any comments, questions, or suggestions below.